Stars a line of heavy, think they're telling me my fate. Trying to give me silver, think that I don't know my place. Stay here in my lane too long and give me a bad taste. Everything I done been great, that I erase. Play my favorite, I'm like Nana at the complimentary compositions. Legato, one staccato. Our ratios ain't perfect, ain't no Fibonacci spiral. Count this money, that's the evidence for me. Go viral.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
You look at James. He's out in front, the fans reacting to his wonderful play this year in the Western Conference.
And that's right where you'd expect him to be, given the performances we've seen from him this season.
A great All-Star weekend it'll be. We'll keep you updated as we get closer. And now the opening lineup for Boston. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard. And for Los Angeles, the guard spots filled by Russell and Reeves. Down in the block, it's LeBron and Davis. And it's Hachimura in at the three, the small forward. Around mid-season, Stan, when you were coaching, would you still try out new plays and tactics and schemes? Or was the recipe set? Was the formula in and that was it?
Well, Kevin, the bulk of what you do is set, but you're always tinkering. And as people start figuring you out, you've got to have counters to what you're doing. So your system is always evolving. You're always trying to get better, and you're always doing new things.
Here's Boston now. Here's Tatum, and the dunk by Tatum.
Exploding off the floor. Give Tatum room, and he will show off his athleticism at your expense.
Well, Coach, Boston has been so close to that 18th NBA championship banner, finally able to win the title last season.
Yeah, they've been to the conference finals 6 times in the last 8 years. Lost in the 2022 finals. They got over the top with 2 additions. Drew Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis, those guys really helped.
We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. Coach said they want to force Jason Tatum to uncomfortable spots on the floor. Now, they recognize those spots are few and far between, but Coach wants to keep Tatum out of the paint specifically. If his team can do that and force Tatum to shoot more from outside, they feel relatively good about their chances. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Lakers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Russell sets a screen for Reeves. No good again that time.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Jason Tatum again. Tatum's got 10 points.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
The legendary, fantastic Laker.
Vanderbilt's checked in for the Lakers. Austin. And also with the sub, Horford's checked in.
Enjoy.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Russell with a wide-open look. Drills it from outside.
Good form on the jump shot. Russell's ability to stretch the floor makes him even more valuable.
And here's Brown outside. Good on the triple.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
51 seconds left in the first. Russell looking around. Pass to Hachimura. Now here's Vanderbilt. Outside Russell. The tray. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Celtics on offense. They're on a 13-3 run right now. Horford against Vanderbilt. Shoots from the elbow. Horford, no luck.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Up in time. And he drains the three, but let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And indeed.
The previous play is under review.
The NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up, and even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
They're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, and looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for Boston. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back to the action in just a minute. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Celtics here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
They've got LeBron James. He's out there with Reddish. Christie is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. And it's Hood Schifino in at the point guard position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And now a developing story in the NBA. Let's now go live to Shams Charania, who is checking in with the details. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. With the time winding down before the trade deadline, it's the Chicago Bulls making the noise. They've acquired Fred VanVleet, and it's a deal they worked very hard to make happen. He's the consummate professional, someone who will give them leadership at both ends of the floor, and they're hoping he has an effect not only on the court, but in the locker room as well, having won a championship.
Always some exciting news happening in the NBA. We thank Shams for always bringing it to us. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the two J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Back even remember a couple of years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. I'm glad they're still together. Again, the Celtics good for two. Stan, isn't it terrific? We're seeing these great stars in the NBA extending their careers more than ever before.
We certainly are, Kevin, and it's great for the league. The league keeps getting younger, though. These guys come into the league earlier, but I think what players have learned, it's not even just the basketball part. It's the strength and conditioning. It's the nutrition. They've taken care of themselves better, and that allows them to last longer.
And here we have a rundown of the players you don't want on you when you're putting up a shot. The leaders in blocks over the last month. Fourth, Anthony Davis.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
Lakers trail by 15. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. On the wing, James. The jump hook. And the Lakers with another miss.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks, guys. The Lakers this summer signing first-time head coach J.J. Redick. He's a veteran of 15 seasons, and the sharpshooter's rise in broadcasting had been meteoric. The Lakers really want Redick to be their long-term head coach, but the question, with an aging superstar in LeBron, how much patience will exist in L.A. for Redick learning on the job?
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. Brown, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Brown's got 5 points so far.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, and that is key for them, continuing to build out this lead.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Tatum. Three-pointer. Reeves with the rebound. And Reeves has got the ball here for Los Angeles. Trailing by 17. They can look forward to San Francisco after this game and a matchup against Golden State. That will kick off a 6-game road trip for the team. On the wing, James. Russell from long range. And so it's the Boston Celtics out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Halftime is here, and what better way to tip it off than to analyze the latest news on the trade front?
They got a dog in Fred VanVleet. He's a tough, high-character guy who can score, defend, and step up in big moments. You know those scouts who thought he had a low ceiling when he came into the league?
Changing focus now to that first half, a brutal game so far for the Lakers.
They're getting destroyed inside. I'm pretty sure even Kenny could get a layup on them right now.
Shaq, I'd get a layup on you every time. You know what I'm saying? Like, my pick and roll game was just phenomenal.
And that's a halftime wrap.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And you know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. he's the problem right now.
On the floor for Boston, the small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. The guards are Pritchard and White, and it's Porzingis in at the 5 spot. Brown, good.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Here's Russell. Well, Greg, Boston didn't just win the title. They won their 18th NBA championship in style.
No series went more than 5, going 16-3 in the postseason, Kevin. Half of those wins were by 15 or more. The Celtics really weren't even challenged during that title run.
He's so good in that medium-range area. Tatum can create space and shoot over the top of the defense.
And James gets it to go.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
There's Brown with the 3. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Brown's got 5 points now this quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. A terrific ball movement.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Al Horford is checked in for Boston. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at Boston, they're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well.
And you know, for the Celtics, they're not an opponent any team wants to see on their schedule. They've been producing all season long, and guys, I don't see them slowing down anytime soon.
Well, if you're able to strike fear into your opponent before even stepping on the floor, you're doing something right.
Reeves against Brown. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. It's good. You know, Stan, we hear all the time about after timeout plays. About how many of those do teams really have at their disposal?
Well, you certainly have to have a few, Kevin. Coaches vary in their philosophy. Some coaches will draw them up on the fly. I was one, like a lot of guys, who wanted to have things that we've worked on that then we could go to. But that just depends on who you've got, how smart your guys are, how quickly they pick things up.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And that one comes up a bit short. Lakers trail by 21. LeBron with it. Now guarded by Tatum. Reeves the pass to Russell. Off target from outside. Boston's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. And it's the Lakers on the break. And it's Davis missing.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those two guys.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And really with the off-the-charts explosiveness, Davis just punishes opponents on those alley-oops.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
Attention fans, time right now to get hyped up and hear the Lakers hype squad. Let's hear some noise.
Both teams will make substitutions. Celtics leading by 19 points. Brown outside. Pass to Pritchard. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
Yeah, really a perfect way to finish that quarter on a strong, positive note.
And so it's the Boston Celtics with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The guard spots filled by Russell and Reeves. Down in the block, it's LeBron and Davis. And it's Hachimura in at the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. It's good from long range.
And over the course of his career, Davis has become a much better shooter.
Outside, White. For the three, traps in the tray. White's got his first 3 points of the game.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first. Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
Here's Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
Well, look, you're talking about one of the more dynamic scorers in this league. Jason Tatum putting on a show.
Here's LeBron. Rebound, Boston. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Up top, Tatum. He's covered by Hachimura. A nice shot by Tatum.
Well, you know Jason Tatum can score, and that's exactly what he's done thus far.
Outside, Russell. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Hachimura. They can't stop the run with that one.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Out to White from outside the arc. A rebound by the Lakers.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Celtics.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jason Tatum.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
Brown kicks to Tatum. There's the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this win.
So it's the Celtics now. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. Here's White, and he converts the layup.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. James looking around. Right side Davis. Fades and shoots. Misses off the left iron. Outside White. Pass to Brown. Drives to the hoop. Gets it to fall.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. KP, you guys got out on a break tonight. How did you get into transition so easily?
We want to play faster, and that's what we try to do whenever they miss. We try to run, move the ball quick, and get easy buckets.
And you were able to beat him down the floor tonight, KP. Thanks a lot for your...
Thank you for that, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. So now for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.
They be breaking the quotes out. So they say, so they say.